You're a few hundred trophies into a push, you've finally got a brawler you actually like, and the lobbies start feeling wrong. Not hard, wrong. One game you're dragging two teammates who move like they've never seen the map before, and the next game a full stack removes you from the planet. And your trophy count didn't predict either of those lobbies. So you do what I did, which is blame the randoms, blame the map rotation, blame whichever brawler is overtuned this month. Every Brawl player has that take, and it's the wrong one. Because the real answer is sitting in Supercell's own release notes. It's one sentence long, and almost nobody who plays this game has read it. Your trophies aren't picking your opponents anymore, and they haven't been since February. Brawl Stars never put a single pop-up on your screen to mention it. And here's the thing. It wasn't always like this, and Supercell told us exactly how it worked before. October 2024, they put out a post called Trophy Season Rework is Coming, and it explained the matchmaking rules in plain English. The 2024 line reads like this. Matchmaking will consider brawler trophies and will try to match players with a similar trophy count. That's the whole trophy model in one sentence. The number on your brawler was the thing the game sorted you by. And that post kept going into the 1,000 trophy cutoff. After 1,000 brawler trophies, players will all be in the same matchmaking pool. So past 1,000 the sorting stopped, and everybody got tipped into one bucket together, which is why high pushes have always felt like a coin flip. They told us that in 2024 and it was on purpose. Then the Supercell detail almost nobody knows. You only start losing more trophies than you gain after 1,100 plus brawler trophies. So the exact count, where the latter turns against you, was published. 100. Not a vibe and not a community estimate, but a number in a Supercell post 2 years ago. And one more. Underdog gets removed after 1,000 trophies. Underdog is the Brawl Stars bonus you get for winning a game you were statistically supposed to lose. Below 1,000 the game hands you extra trophies for that. Above 1,000 it doesn't, so your safety net had a printed cutoff. So put that whole 2024 model in your head, because you already know how it feels to play it. Your trophies sort you. Past 1,000 the sorting gives up. Past 1,100 the ladder starts taking more than it gives. And the training wheels come off at exactly 1,000. Every part of that is a trophy number. Which brings me to January 30th, 2026, and a post with a very boring title. Important trophy season changes. It's 3 bullet points and it deletes most of the game you just learned. Bullet 1. Every brawler above 1,000 trophies will be reset back to 1,000 trophies. Every single brawler. If you had a 1,400 brawler you spent a season on, that brawler is now a 1,000 brawler. That part every Brawl player remembers because it hurt. Bullet 2 is the one that actually mattered. The trophy season and the trophy box system will be removed. The seasonal cycle the entire trophy economy ran on, and the box you got paid out of at the end of it, both gone in one sentence. Bullet 3. Leaderboard prestige will be removed and moved to a legacy stat in your player profile. Legacy stat is the politest way Supercell could say that a thing you earned is now a museum exhibit. It's still on your player profile and it does nothing. And I want to be fair here, because Supercell were upfront about all 3 of those. They posted it a month early. They said everyone would get a final trophy box based on what they'd banked, and they didn't sneak any of it into a patch note at 4 a.m. The wipe was announced in January, and what came next wasn't. Now for the spicy one, and it's in the February 2026 release notes. Buried in a document most players skim for the new brawler, there is one sentence this entire video is about. Matchmaking will now be based on hidden MMR decoupled from trophies. Put that next to the 2024 line one more time. 2024, matchmaking will consider brawler trophies. 2026, matchmaking is decoupled from trophies. Same company, same system, 16 months apart. That's not a patch tweak, that's the opposite sentence. And what it means is simple once a Brawl player says it out loud. There are now 2 numbers attached to your brawler. There's the trophy count, which you can see, which sits on your profile, which the whole community talks about. And there's a hidden rating, which you can't see, which is the one actually picking your lobby. Only one of those 2 numbers is visible, and it's the one that isn't doing anything. And I'll concede the obvious thing about hidden matchmaking, because it's true. Ratings like this are completely normal. League has one, Overwatch has one, every competitive game you've touched has one, and hiding it stops people from gaming it. Supercell aren't doing something unusual here, they're doing something they never told you they did. And it gets worse, because there's a table in that same Supercell document, and the table is where this stops being abstract. The new system splits every brawler into prestige bands that are 1,000 trophies wide, and the chart on screen is the whole thing. And the table next to it lists what's switched on inside each band, which is where it gets ugly. Bot matches are on below 2,000 trophies and off above it. That's Supercell telling you, in a published table, that under 2,000 trophies, some of the players in your lobby are not players. The underdog bonus is on below 2,000 and off above it. Remember the 2024 rule was that underdog got removed at 1,000. Now it survives all the way to 2,000. They moved your safety net up 1,000 trophies, and nobody made a video about it. Win streak trophies at 10 times. Same split. On below 2,000 off above. So every accelerator in the game, the bots, the bonus, the streak multiplier, all three of them switch off at the same line. And then there's the one I can't get over. Names of players are displayed as at Prestige 2 and above. At 2,000 trophies, everybody in your lobby loses their name, and you get a question mark instead. Will Supercell say why, and the reason is grim? Win trading protection more strict at Prestige 2+. Win trading is when two players agree to feed each other wins. The names come off because at the top of this ladder, enough people were arranging their own matches that the fix was making everyone anonymous. And here's the genuinely good prestige change, because there is one. Cannot drop to lower prestiges once achieved, and all prestige progress is permanent with no seasonal resets. Once you're through a band, you're through it, and nothing takes it back. After a decade of trophy resets, that's a real gift, and I'll say so. But look at what that Supercell table actually describes. Below 2,000 you're in a game with bots, a handicap bonus, a streak multiplier, and visible opponents. Above 2,000 you're in a game with none of those and a lobby full of question marks. Those are two different games, and the game doesn't tell you which one you're in. So let's land this. The number you push is not the number that matches you, and it hasn't been since February. Your trophy count is a score, the hidden rating is the ladder, and the game shows you the score. That's why the lobbies feel random when your count says they shouldn't. You've been reading the wrong number for 6 months, along with everybody else, because the sentence that changed it was one line in a release note. No pop-up, no in-game tooltip, and no Brawl Talk segment that stopped to say your trophies are decoration now. And I'm not telling you Brawl Stars is rigged. I'm saying that up front, because the comments on every Brawl video like this go straight there. A hidden matchmaking rating that sorts you by skill instead of by grind is a better matchmaker, and that's the whole reason games use them. My problem isn't the system, it's that you're still being shown a number that stopped meaning what it used to mean, and nobody corrected it. And the honesty bit, before some Brawl account says it for me. Almost every number in this video came from Supercell directly, which is rare for this game, and I'll link all of it below. What nobody publishes, Supercell included, is the distribution. How many players sit in each prestige band, what the hidden rating is scaled to, how many bots are in a bot match. None of that is public. If a Brawl video hands you those numbers, they made them up. So what do you actually do with the trophy count? You stop treating it as feedback, because it's a receipt for time spent, and it's permanent now, which is genuinely great. But if you want to know whether you're getting better, the only signal you've got left is whether the lobbies got harder while the number stood still, which is the hidden rating moving. And weirdly, that's the most honest feedback Brawl Stars has ever given you, and you just can't see it. So tell me in the comments what trophy count your brawlers stalled at, and whether the lobbies got harder or easier when you crossed 1,000. I want to see whether the crossover people actually feel lines up with the numbers Supercell published. And if you want the ranked side of this, where I put the win payout next to the loss penalty for every rank in that mode, that one's linked below.